play best on Xbox One.
Lakers at 10:30 Wednesday on ESPN, presented by State Farm.
Hold up, let me get up in it now. Hit a win it now. LOGIC, I'm feeling free, I'm finna bring it now.
A blockbuster opening night. Michigan State, Kansas at 7. Then Duke, Kentucky, Tuesday on ESPN.
Blakeman, referee, officiates Super Bowl 50. Just taking a peek at this last play.
After review of the play, the receiver never had full control of the ball and completed the process. By rule, it's an incomplete pass to bring up third down. Just went 3 minutes and 3 seconds on the game clock. 3:03.
I think it's important we look at this full speed. It's one thing to slow it down, but as this play's moving full speed, he never completely gained control of the ball. And to your point with Vander Esch and his Cowboys defense, they play with relentless effort, running to the ball. That's what defensive coordinator Rob Marinelli and now Chris Richard, who's calling the plays, that's what they teach here in Dallas.
I'm telling you, I went against those guys a lot in practice, and they swarm to the football. They have rakes, can openers, the hammer. They got it all, and they do it every single day.
Yeah. Anything left in the kitchen cabinet?
Nothing.
Third and 8. Mariota. As he goes into the hands of Taylor.
And that's a really good catch by Taylor, but I want to talk about Mariota there. He threw that guy open. To be able to get the ball out before the receiver's out of the break, that's a good sign for him because I haven't seen that consistently enough inside the pocket.
These are those stages of development that you look for throwing the receiver open, I should say.
And especially on third down.
And I like what Tennessee's doing, too. Going hurry up. You have a quarterback that's struggling, guys. Get him in rhythm. He was most comfortable when he was playing at Oregon and Chip Kelly. And what did they do? A lot of hurry-up offense. So I like what they're doing right now in Tennessee.
You're right, Bogan. And the other thing with that is, and we talked about the defense for the Cowboys and how they play.
Yeah.
But it wears them down because they do give this effort all the time.
Dallas is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass.
Now take a look.
DuluthTrading.com.
Hi, I'm Paul. I switched to Sprint because they have a great network, and I knew I'd save a ton of money. Sprint's nationwide LTE advanced network is now up to 2 times faster than when I switched, and their total LTE coverage is 30% larger. That's big news. And don't forget Unlimited. Sprint's Unlimited can save you nearly $1,000 in the first. Can do with all that extra money.
Up to 2 times faster than before. See how you can save nearly $1,000. Sprint.
Did you get a whole Thanksgiving?
Well, you remember what happened last year?
You can't bring a backup Thanksgiving to my sister's house.
It's not like we're going to walk in with it. We'll bring it in as we need it. Phase it in.
Phase it in?
Yeah, phase it in.
When a nasty cold won't let you sleep, try new NyQuil Severe with Vicks VapoCool. And vaporize it. New NyQuil Severe with Vicks VapoCool. The vaporizing, nighttime coughing, aching, stuffy head.
motion. As he gets it to the outside. He's able to get it complete to Davis.
That play's a perfect example of what you want to see more out of Marcus Mariota. Getting outside, creating plays, but he had a matchup. Corey Davis was on the linebacker, Damian Wilson. And he just waited a little too long. He got to him eventually, but you got to buy yourself some time. You got to take chances because you're not going to get those matchups throughout the game. When you get them, you got to take advantage of it.
That's a 245-pound backer. Second and 4, they'll go with Lewis. He's going to be third and 4 after that. And, you know, Marcus Mariota at Oregon, obviously the Heisman success with Chip Kelly and Mark Helfrich, everything was smooth, right? But that NFL, riding that wave, the different offensive systems you have to deal with staff changes. Ken Wisenhunt in 2015 for 7 games. Mike Mularkey for a few years. And then you deal with injuries coming your way. Now Matt LaFleur comes over as the first time play caller, the new offensive coordinator for His career with Kyle Shanahan, and last year was Sean McVay and the Rams. Third down and 4. Will come in here as the flag rains down.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 64, 5-yard penalty, we play third down.
How difficult is that for Mariota when he's dealt with all system changes?
It's extreme challenge because not just figuring out how to make those plays, but focus with the range. So put it in the NFL, that was already a challenge in itself, being a running quarterback, knowing that you can't play that way in pro football. Now the verbiage, you have to communicate that. They're not holding up a sign on the sidelines with a picture of Jay-Z, and that means, scat option. Now you got to call it, you got to communicate it, you got to identify it with your lineman. It's a huge challenge.
Hey, Jay-Z was the least of it in Oregon back in those days. Here's the 9, and he gets it complete. So settling in now with Corey Davis for 17 yards is Mariota.
And that's what he has to do. Sit back in the pocket, bring that guy, but step up and deliver the ball on time. That's what the real good quarterbacks do. They step up in the pocket and they deliver the ball. Steve Young said it best. When he turned his feet off and stopped running is when he became a very good quarterback. Marcus Mariota has to do that.
Titans offense hasn't scored a touchdown in their last 31 first-half drives. They're looking to change that on the go here as we come to the end of the first quarter. Cooper's debut, he's got the lone touchdown so far here on Monday Night Football.
Magic, the rules, only rare. So, time to come on. About this parade, and the clock is ticking fast. Rise up.
Rated PG-13. Chorizo from Chipotle is back for a limited time. It's grilled right in front of you with nothing artificial. Has nothing to hide. But you can wrap it in a tortilla anyway. Hurry in. Chorizo is almost gone. Chipotle for real.
Dell Cinema technology, uninterrupted streaming, brilliant sound clarity, and lifelike color. Experience Dell Cinema on the XPS 13. Get up to $200 off select XPS 13 laptops at Dell.com.
It can seem unreachable at first. Far too high. Choose to go. You'll take leaps of faith and fall on your face. But you'll get up. Hard work is 50 sprints before breakfast and another 54 breakfast
moves out of bounds.
Hey, look, here's the deal. I mean, the Cowboys had the miscues with the interception, the missed field goal. Now Tennessee has a chance in this ballgame. They have got to capitalize in this situation. Shots down the field at some point, take advantage of it, because it doesn't matter how you got here. You're in the football game right now.
And Tennessee's offense has to stretch the field and move it. Right now, it's all dink and dunk. They have to push the football and back the Cowboys up a little bit.
Stalker shifts over. 2nd and 6 for Mariota. As settling in just over the middle is Stalker. It's the most miscues in the first quarter.
Yeah, they were. Dallas had it down there. Opportunity for a field goal. And then the interception. Trying to go back to Amari Cooper again, but he's double covered in that situation. We cannot do that. But Tennessee's had their own. The sack fumble. Sean Lee comes around with the effort play, recovering it, and then right there, just not being on the same page. You can't have that. Look, both of these teams, their season's on the line right now. 3 and 4, you can't afford to go to 3 and 5 at the halfway point. They need to win this game, and they cannot have these type of miscues early in the game.
Timeout used by Tennessee as they're facing a 3rd and 1. They've been facing nothing but 3rd and 9s, like Vrabel's squad. Well, you mentioned this being so critical with the 3 and 4 records. You size up that AFC South, and there's Houston sitting there now at 6 and 3, and really in position to pull away if Tennessee can't come up with this road win.
Yeah, I mean, you're in this situation where you have to win today, because you're looking at it and saying, no, there's no chance for Tennessee to have to come back. You know one thing, Houston's defensive line is really strong, and they're always going to be in the games.
Meanwhile, the NFC East is completely muddled as the Skins lost to Atlanta yesterday. Philly and Dallas are going to hook up next week.
Wide open in that division. Washington's at the top of it, but they didn't play well yesterday.
Big Derrick Henry in the backfield on 3rd and 1. And go ahead inside the 25 for 12 yards there.
The zone read, that was the power of that play. Getting that opportunity to be able to do that, he's just reading the defensive ends and the safeties on the edge. That's who the 2 guys he's looking at when they run these situations. You know, they were kind of that 50-50, doing it by committee between Henry and Lewis. But I think he's so hard to tackle. Giving him an open space, screens, outside zone. He's playing well.
The I formation, 2nd and 9. There he goes. As they continue to march down. 12 yards for the Titans.
And that's what he does so well. I talked about the outside zone. You're going to see him, his patience, and then the burst. Once he gets to that burst level. The thing that people don't realize about him is his lower body. He is strong in that situation. He sees it. And being smaller like that, it's tough to tackle when you're explosive.
Really good block there by Taylor Lewan. And playing in this Rob Marinelli defense, they have smaller guys. One of the ways teams used to attack us guys is through running football. In fact, Tennessee's trying that right now.
12th play of this drive. Mariota, shallow cross to Davis at about the 6th. The rookie Van Der Esch with the tackle.
You know, Boogie, you're talking about how Marcus can't make a living making those plays and taking those hits. But, you know, offensive coordinator Matt LaFleur, he was in Washington with RG3 as a QB coach. And so he lived that experience where he was taking a lot of hits, injuries. So I think they have made a decision to keep him inside the pocket. It's not put a lot of those hits, but he has to be able to throw it if that's going to be the world we're going to live in.
2nd and 5. Lewis with blockers in front. Trying to get to the edge, and he's going to go 3rd and short from there.
You know, especially here on 3rd down. You know, Cowboys defensive coordinator Rod Marinelli made a decision to allow Chris Richard to call the plays. And it was mainly for 3rd down because Chris Richard brings some of the exotic looks. He blitzes a little bit more. He changes it up. He's a technique and fundamental guy. 3rd down has been the biggest difference maker for Chris Richard and the Cowboys.
Well, they are 3 for 3 on 3rd down on this drive. The drive coming up on 8 minutes long. 3rd and 1. Tries to bulldoze ahead there.
See, Marcus, he has the toughness, the intangibles, quiet, good young kid. But in year 4, he has to take that next step. Getting that snap and going under center. You don't see him doing that a ton. He has to take that next step inside the pocket as a pocket passer to say, hey, that's our franchise quarterback. When you have more interceptions than you have touchdowns, that's not a good sign.
And you know, with some of that's not on him. Some of that's on the coaching. You have to challenge your young quarterback. Don't always do what he does well a lot, which is run the football. Make sure he throws the football from the pocket. Challenge your young guy.
You know, that 2-point conversion there, they threw a pass. It'd be interesting to see if they try to get on the perimeter or run the football.
247 pounds is in for the touchdown.
About that 2-point conversion, about after you got that penalty. Why didn't you run it in there? You got the biggest back in the backfield. And Henry, give it to him. You heard about it for 14, 15 days. They get down there. Rabel says, let's pound it inside.
Well, he's initially stopped, and then at 6'3", 247, that big frame, that second effort by the former Heisman winner out of Alabama.
And that's how this team wants to be built. They described themselves to us yesterday, guys, as tough, physical, and blue collar. That's how they want to build their football team, and it showed there on the goal line.
Good to see Henry play that way. With that size, when you watch him on tape, he doesn't play that way. He doesn't have that physicality. So good to see that effort, that mentality of, I'm going to find a way to get in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Rabel loves that aggressive style. He wants to reward it. He gives an attaboy to his big back. 7-7 game.
Whatever your big job is, come into the Ram Black Friday sales event and get a great deal on the truck with the best resale value in the industry. And find out for yourself why more people are switching to Ram trucks than ever before. Because of all the things you've built this year, some are sweeter than others. Great deals going on all month at the Ram Black Friday sales event.
Now get 1,000 Black Friday bonus cash for an average $10,000 in total values on the all-new 2019 Ram 1500.
Jim has had a rough life. His daughter's first words were, "This isn't working, Jim." His third wife ran off with his second wife. Tornadoes chase him. But Jim feels like a champion because he's eating tasty, protein-powered, wonderful pistachios.
I can't believe it.
That Grandpa's nose is performing Flight of the Bumblebee.
No, you goof. I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Nice.
I know, right?
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You've walked in their footsteps, but you may not know their names. They're guides, just like our founder, Eddie Bauer.